Simp is a guy who puts too much effort to please a girl and get nothing in return.
Oh, okay.
And we know a lot of those. And us as the world we did it because Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj both got their first #1 hit on Hot 100 because Doja Cat tweeted, if Say So hits #1, I'll show you guys my boobs really hard.
Really hard, dude. I love Doja Cat, dude. She's so fucking funny.
It's so funny because after everyone was like, hey, like people were like hitting her up while she was IG live and everything, and then she's like, you got fucking played, look at you, fucking played. And I find it so funny because if you've kind of watched the growth of Doja Cat, that's kind of like how she plays her game. She's very in that meme culture, especially on Twitter, especially on all media. She knows how to play that. I just found it funny that she reached out to the simps of the world to do it. And I even saw like people posting videos of them with like 30 iPads all playing Say So like on repeat and stuff like that. I don't know. I figured I'd just kind of, I don't know. Are you, well, Brennan, if you want to chime in, because I feel like me and Nick are just taking a walk down memory lane. But if you want to pop in and say
I'm being exceptionally quiet because my pets have just entered the room. And one of them is extremely loud. And Joanna's currently like scattering around the room trying to get them out. No, it kind of reminds me of Justin Bieber. I know we had talked about that. Justin Bieber like saying, hey, try to get me to #1. But like now people actually have a reason because like Doja Cat just recently got popular. So they're like, yo, we're going after those nudes, you know?
And just to preface the Justin Bieber thing to Nick, if he's not aware, Justin Bieber posts on Instagram, play my music all night long, like through the night at like 5% volume because it still counts as a play. And like shared, like it was almost like a Justin Bieber fan page that like said all the ways you could cheat the system. And he shared that to his Instagram to try to boost up all of his plays against Roddy Ricch's The Box. So, with you, okay, one thing I wanted to correlate it. Talk about Doja Cat, and then I'll ask you a follow-up question. I want to know your like input on Doja Cat as a whole and this marketing scheme.
Word. No, so I was vaguely aware of Doja Cat kind of early on. I was actually following a photographer whose name escapes me at the moment, but he directed. I think he directed the music video for her song Downtown, I think.
Okay.
But before I even heard the song, I like saw the visuals and stuff, and I was following him, so I never heard of her or anything like that. And that was that. And then honestly, I forgot about her. I didn't really think anything of her until what's that? Is it called Moo? Is it just called Moo?
The Moo. The cow song.
The cow. Yeah. So I fucking loved that song. Like I thought, like to me, it was genius in the sense, like for the viral aspect of it, and like to me, I've always found it so fascinating because I'm not like as good as I am at certain things on the internet. I cannot for the life of me figure out the like threading the needle of like lo-fi, like a graphic that's like lo-fi or like just the right amount of like. Bad resolution and like pixelated and like it's just it's just bad like memes, you know what I mean? Like whenever I try to make a meme, my meme like the imagery is always like good imagery and shit, and I always
4K. You got a 4K meme coming out.
It has to look bad. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Why is that good? And so I've never been able to, but like Doja like just knows that. She speaks that language perfectly. So that video to me, especially with all like the haters on it, my dog, like you can hate all you want. This girl's racking up plays. Like sonically, the song is banging. The words are nonsense, but that's funny. But like, you can definitely tell she's talented as far as music goes. Her understanding of meme culture and internet is like genius level, top tier right here. Like, this is a genius at work right now. Like, I don't care what you want to say. Like, she knows exactly what she's doing, and she fucking nailed it. So
it's very reminiscent of Lil Nas X, like their knowledge of meme culture. I don't know if you've followed Lil Nas X with how he promotes himself, but it's all based around meme culture and like tweeting out like borderline stuff. Like even on April Fools, he tweeted that he's April Fools. I'm like he was saying that he wasn't gay.
Yeah, right.
Use that as an April Fool's joke, and then everyone jumped on, and obviously the people that are supporting both sides or whatever, like, just found it funny or whatever, regardless, you know, it was anti-him or anti-gay or whatever, like, people gravitated to it because it was hilarious. And like I said, it's that fine threading the needle line that, like, it's really hard to accomplish that.
And you know what's funny about that is that both artists got a following mostly. Well, I would say Doja Cat rode the TikTok train, but both of them got clout from TikTok. And TikTok is just like a perfect representation. I know we talk about it every single episode, but it's a perfect representation for a young demographic. And everyone on that platform is trying to find the algorithm and play with it to be able to thread the needle. And Doja Cat and Lil Nas X, like, excelled. I think Say So is probably the top song recommended when you go into videos to make a TikTok. They push Say So because she's been trying to get the top #1 with that song. So it's absolutely crazy to see those people that just gracefully have a passion and know how to do it, because that's something that I want to learn how to do too. You know what I mean? Especially with the podcast, with I have a TikTok account that I am too old for, but I try. But these people like Lil Nas X and Doja Cat know their shit and are happy to share it with others, which is nice.
Yeah.
And it's funny seeing Jason Derulo on TikTok, who's just hopping on the trend of, like, the pretty boy and pretty girls, like, that rise to the top of TikTok. Like, Jason Derulo has just, like, slid into there and just, like, you know, optimized, like, his views based on that demographic of his music that he performs. With Doja Cat. So Doja Cat offered to show her boobs, and one way
really hard
answer is marketing
really
himself. Huh?
She said she'd show her boobs real hard.
And
like,
Nick,
that's part of the joke.
Nick
dude.
is
like,
marketing himself
how does one
real
show
hard
boobs
too.
Real hard. Like, that is, like, again, like, if she just said, like, get it to #1, I'll show my boobs. Like, that's not funny. Show your boobs real hard. That's funny. And even, like, kind of gives a hint that, like, she's obviously joking. But people, like, and so in her, like, reaction video, she's like, she said it aloud. She's like, I just realized I have to show my boobs real hard. And I was like, it's so funny. It's just hilarious, dude.